Assalamu alaikum, bismillah. This is part two. Okay, a history of how the people of Dunya and Hawa, okay, and the Hizbi gangsters drove Islam out of the masajid and out of the community, and how the misleading quasi-Islam was born, became the prevalent culture of the masajid and the community, okay? For those of us who lived through it, okay, you could just like mark this event, this event, this event, this event, okay, as you were watching Islam, the Islam that we had being shut up, shut down, and driven out as the people of Hawa took over, okay? It's extremely important to understand this because your community is a disaster, okay? It, there's not a damn thing being done right. And you will always fail with quasi-Islam. You will always fail. What I've talked about in so many sessions, Islam has requirements. That's the actual Islam. When you refuse those, okay, then you can imagine whatever you want about yourself, but you're not on Islam, okay? Let me try to get moving forward in this, okay? Because again, like, this masjid sprawl, bankrupting the community, we need massive funding for very serious projects that are actual Islam and to solve serious problems. And even when it comes to converts, okay, literally to save the lives of converts, to save the lives of converts from being destroyed, to save the converts from being lost from the community, okay? I mean, and I've had long sessions explaining that if you guys continue like this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is preparing to eliminate you from North America, eliminate you from Europe, and obliterate you from the earth with fascism. Because Allah has brought fascism now, it's everywhere that Muslims live. Allah has brought fascism into the neighborhood, okay? I mean, imagine us who were there working for Islam, and you just see them, boom. As soon as they open a masjid, boom, here comes the people you had never seen them in your life. You've been working all over the community and all over the country, okay? The actual work of Islam. Open up a masjid, and all of a sudden, man, you got all these people just, okay, and what did they establish? Well, the first thing they had to do was bring, the gangster approved sheikh to give talks, and we could see it right there. Boom, okay, they're destroying Islam. Okay, I mean, it's really just it's so sad, but you guys have got to get out of this. Okay, you're going to be wiped out from Allah. Okay. وَمَن يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَا يُقْبَلْ مِنْهُ. Whoever chooses other than Islam as your deen, as your way of living, okay, as your masjid is supposed to be doing, you choose other than that, it will not be accepted Yawm al-Qiyamah. Okay? Okay, so the Masjid Quasi-Islam, this is on the screen, it is based on following Hawa. people who will not work for Islam, they want to sit. And what are they going to do? Well, they're going to listen to somebody talk. Okay, so now the talking imam has become somehow like a paid position. Okay? Are they doing Islam? No. Are they leading Islam? No. You know? The profession of being a talker. That's how you destroy Islam, guys. And I've said, you know, that there are requirements to receive Allah's nusrah. When you departed actual Islam, the Islam based on work, and set up quasi-Islam, the Islam of just enjoying yourself, okay, you lost the help of Allah, and you will never have it. Even when the Nazis come, kicking your door down and hauling your entire family to a camp where you will eventually die, you'll make dua, make dua, make dua, Allah won't help you. Allah has not been answering your du'as because you do not fulfill His deen, okay? The real requirements of deen, like work and serious spending, okay? Today's Muslims ignore it. It just goes in one ear and out the other. And all you have is just like an amusement industry. You know, your masjid is like, I was thinking about this the other night, your masjid is like a sitcom. That's all it is. It's like walking into a theater to watch what, you know, a poet stand up and entertain everybody with his blah, 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 okay? It's unbelievable. But when you follow your hawa, okay, you will be blind to the fact that you're not following Islam. And I've been talking about the blindness of Arabs and daisies, and that blindness is contagious. Quasi-Islam is contagious, okay? It creates a culture, okay? And everybody in that culture, you become blind to actual Islam. You become blind to the fact that you're not doing Islam. And just like Yahud and Nasara, you think that you're doing Islam. And you will think that until Allah destroys you. Okay? And what you did is you built a community that destroyed Islam. And I've been over and over this. You have the decoration of Islam. Your masjid looks like a masjid, so you think it's a masjid. It doesn't have the work of a masjid. That means it's not a masjid. Okay? You decorate your body. A beard and a thobe and a thingy on my head, okay? I am Muslim, see? You don't do Islam. You're not a Muslim. What the hell are you thinking? And again, just like what happened here in Epic, and it happens, this is the whole history. I'm telling you, 33 years of scandals and crimes. Because that's the nature of people who follow their hawa. They follow their desires. They just do whatever they like to do. Okay? Because it drives out the people of sincerity and brings in the bullshitters. I mean, this should be obvious. But now just, you know, I've been talking about this. You know, now 50, 60 years, Arabs and daisies with all of your masajid and mashallah, all of your Islam costume, just enjoying your lives. Imagining, you know, that you're, mashallah, I have Islam and I have barakah, okay? Ignoring the converts, the most important thing in Islam, the actual purpose of a community of Islam to solve the problems of converts. You ignored the converts, hurt the converts, destroyed the converts, lost the converts. You are criminals. You are criminals. And if you don't figure it out now, Yom Al-Qiyamah is too late. When your book is opened and you see what you've done, it's too late. There's nothing for you but Jahannam. Okay? And you think, mashallah, my McMansion, see, I have Allah's barakah because I have Islam. No. Criminals who live the life of Hawa never have barakah. It is called istidraj. It means that Allah has left you to misguide yourself. Allah has left you to your imagination. You don't know Islam, you do not have barakah. But just like all the people through human history that Allah destroyed, they went through their lives thinking that what they were doing was fine, until Allah sent destruction on them. And then they wake up Yom Al-Qiyamah and their book is opened, and you find out that you're the destroyers of Islam. You can't do anything about it then, guys. It's extremely deceptive. Your masajid are deceptive. Being around Muslim, it's deceptive. Okay? And that's why, I mean, like serious people, serious Muslims, and those of us who go back, decades, like we don't want anything to do. We don't want to be around you. You are self-deceived. Okay? You're deluded. Okay? And you're blind. And so is your masjid. Okay? And it's healthy to get the hell out of it. And just spend time learning Allah's deen, paying attention to Allah's deen, finding out what the real priorities are, finding out that Islam actually requires work. Go do some of it, experience it, and really pay attention to the serious Muslims who have left your masjid. You don't find serious Muslims in the masjid anymore. You'll find the serious Muslims left the masjid. Okay? So this quasi-Islam, the Imams of quasi-Islam wasted decades of the time that Muslims should have been working for Islam. Okay, the Imams spent all this time talking, blah, 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 Qala Allah Ta'ala, blah, 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 Qala Rasulullah, okay, and talking about minutia, tiny matters, irrelevant bullshit, okay, and never telling Muslims what Muslims really need to know to save themselves from Jahannam. I swear by Allah, it's in the hadith that Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that your imams and shuyukh and malanas do not know Allah's deen. They are misguided and they misguide you. Okay? And Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said the first person from his ummah thrown in Jahannam is a so-called scholar. And you've got that all around, guys. I'm telling you. You've got, scholar costume and a scholar voice box. Call Allah, Ta'ala, blah, 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 blah. Okay? It's all just entertainment. You don't have Islam going. Okay? The real shuyukh of Islam are gone. And so what is the nature of today's Arabs and daisies? They are the people of Hawa. The people who follow what I like, what I don't like. They are lazy. Dunya lovers. This is what Rasulullah said. Hub ad-dunya. And he said, yes, infected with an unbelievable laziness when it comes to Islam. And Rasulullah said that is why you are useless garbage to the deen. And Rasulullah said that is why Allah is wiping your people off the earth. You better wake up. Islam is not about what you like and don't like. This is what I was talking about the other night. Islam is not Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's not about your feel-good and, oh, mashallah, I really like that talk. Oh my God. You know, turn your brain on. Act like a fucking grown-up at some point. Okay? And so you killed the progress of Islam. That's why you've got these communities. 30, 40, 50 years, nothing developed. And it's not just the Masajid that didn't develop. The Muslims did not develop. I was talking about this the other night. Okay? That now we see the effect. Generation after generation after generation. Okay? Garbage Muslims. Because you can't develop not doing Islam. You can't develop without the real work of actual Islam. Okay? I mean, how do you get to this point where you're so blind? The people running your masajid and such a huge, 90% of the Muslim community think the biggest concern in the whole wide history of the universe is Islamophobia. Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakeel. You're blind. And it's not just you're blind to the Quran, and you don't have the Aqidah of Islam. You don't have Iman even. Okay? You've never even read the Quran, it seems. Okay? But to think that that is an important issue when it's just that Allah has sent some people who don't like you, while your people ignored the most important thing in Allah's deen and destroyed the lives of converts. You will be blind if you don't wake up now. You will be blind until you're standing in front of Allah. Allah is angry, disgusted with you. Rasulullah is saying, this person doesn't belong to me, take them to Jahannam. You'll wake up then. Okay, I'm going to cut this off now. Assalamu alaikum.